Hello, this is Melvin Elston. I was just sitting there thinking about things that I see going on. There's a lot of complaints out here about Donald Trump, what he's doing. People out here acting like they surprised of what he's doing, especially a lot of people that voted for him. You know, we got black folks, white folks, immigrants, Cuban, Mexicans, a whole bunch of folks voted for him. But now they complaining because they don't like what he's doing. You know, I'm not agreeing with what he's doing because I didn't vote for either one of them. You know, nothing they do changed my life. I'm gonna be poor and black for the rest of my life. So, what more can they do? I've been homeless before, so what can they do? I'm gonna die. So what can they do? You know, the only thing they can do, they can make me rich, and I doubt that ever happen. But my whole thing is, Trump told you way back when he was running for the first time what he liked, what he disliked, who he liked. You know, he said those things. You got all the people, the immigrants, yeah, Cubans, everybody, yeah, we like them. But they forgot. He was like, you're trying to get into the United States illegal. That's why we're building a wall to keep your ass out. That's what he say. And the wall never get built anyway. You know, but he said that. But you voted for him anyway. You know, now I look at Biden and Harris. They opened the door to let the immigrants in with no control. They let them in, they gave them food, shelter, cars, everything. You know, nobody had control of that. You know, I look at that as a slap in the face as a person who's here in America struggling to live. You know, so that's a slap in the face they gave to all of us that's here, working or not. We all got slapped in the face by that because we didn't get anything. We still ain't got nothing. But back to the Trump part. Okay, Trump is not doing this by himself. Congress is doing it. You know, everybody that's in the whole total part of the picture that you gotta vote, do the voting, make the laws, the lawmakers. All these people have a part in that. So it's just not Trump, you know. And as I say, these are people that you voted in. You know, you mean tell me this? No one except those three people in the world, I mean in the United States, had enough to say I want to be president, I want to take care of America. You put the worst people in there. So that's what you get. You got the worst people doing things, constantly doing things. As I say, it's the rich for the rich. You know, if you're poor, you just poor. Hell, you ain't getting nowhere. You're not becoming rich. You're becoming poor. Middle class, you're becoming poor. You know, a little bit rich, you're becoming poor, which makes you middle class. You know, so all this is just a lot of garbage. You know, they're playing the game like it's what we want. You know, look at Vegas. So now we got martial law here in Vegas, and get American troops join ICE in attacking people. You know, some immigrants, you know, matter of fact, I just say they're taking in anybody that could be an immigrant. They just say everybody is an immigrant. You know, so that's what they're doing. They're attacking those folks. But again, those are people that you voted in for power. He said he wanted to be the king, he wanted to be the dictator, but you let it happen. So, who should feel bad? The people who voted for him, or the people who didn't vote? You know. But this is all I had to say for the moment. If I think of something else, I'll make a continuation of this video. If you like it, good. You can send me a like and subscribe to my channel. You know, but if you don't like it, you must have been one of the people that voted for Trump. You know, so you have a good day. Okay, bye bye.